Uh-oh.
Hey, what's that, Jelly? How you doing, my man?
My man.
Charlie Berry, boy. We finally made it, Charlie.
That's the only way to start it, man.
Yes. Oh, man, what a night. Oh, yeah. My man, Charlie.
Let me see if you recognize this, man.
Oh, yeah, go on, Charlie.
Yeah, here we go.
I can never forget you, brother. Oh, man. Wow, boy. Wow. Wow, man.
Look at that. That
Man.
right there.
Thank you, man. You're the only one, man. I tell you. Only one.
I love that. I love that.
Man, what a song, man.
That is my favorite. I mean, that's my favorite. I mean, your originals are my favorite, but that's
thank you, man. That's a blessing.
Outside your originals, that's the one. So, all right,
you know,
let's give you this great introduction of the Really Charlie. All right?
Thank you, John. I need one.
Here we go. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna start it off with my favorite song.
Thank you.
It's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bump into your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bump into your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass.
Hey, welcome to the Really Charlie Podcast. And I am here.
My man, Charlie.
Chops Turner. This is
Thank you.
One of my favorite vocalists in the area, in the world, man.
Thank you.
Can't hold you down, man. Your energy is just I mean, if we can take just a little bit of your energy, this world would be a better place.
Oh, thank you. That's a compliment, man. Big time.
I really appreciate you coming on the Really Charlie Podcast. And we're on WNB1.com. I love the radio station, and I mean, we did this before. We did this long ago, but I just said I gotta get Chops, you know.
Oh, thank you.
And on again, and just so we can be, you know, where we can have those conversations like you and I have a conversation if we're out in public and we're just sitting there talking.
Yes,
that's what I want to do today. I just want
to
talk to you and relate and put this video on the shelf. So if anybody wants to listen or see Chops Turner on video, obviously you've been in numerous places, right? There's many videos.
Yes, sir.
You. But when it comes to me, is I like to have a conversation with people that I admire, people that inspire me, and people that are mentors. You're my mentor, man.
Man, come on, Charlie, man.
You were doing some things that, you know, I don't have a voice. You know, I don't have a voice. You have that voice. You have that energy. You have character, you know, you just have it. And you know what? And if you wasn't all that, then, you know, Nicole Turner wouldn't have married you.
I believe that.
She would have told you. She would have said, young,
I believe it, brother Charlie.
She said, young man, stay down. Don't get off that bending knee. You just
That's right. That's right. That's right, brother Charlie. That's right.
No, you guys are beautiful. I go on your Facebook page and, you know, I look at, especially this past week, you know, I have to grab some pictures or something.
Thank you, man.
And, you know, your wedding was amazing. You did it right, man.
Thank you, man.
And to sing to your soulmate, I mean, tell me about that. How'd you feel that day, man?
Oh man, I mean, that was something that's was a very I'm very blessed, you know, to be able to sing to a song. Especially, I wrote the song called "This Is Our Wedding Day" for my wife. Well, I was at that time I was doing a lot of weddings with a wedding agency out of Boston that my man Joe Keems hooked up with, Jackie Santos' son.
Yes.
Called Wilson and Stevens agency. I was with them, one of the biggest agencies on the East Coast, and man, we were doing some incredible weddings. So I decided to come up with a wedding song, and that's how. As I was writing, my wife was there to me write it. Writing the song out, the lyrics on it, and she said, "Who are you writing this for?" I said, "Writing for you," you know. So she heard parts of it, but I was able to try to. I haven't put it on record yet, or vinyl yet, or I could say vinyl or CD yet. But I'm in the recording studio now, recording it with one of your friends, the Groovalados. We're recording it with them.
Those are my boys, man.
Yeah, I'm recording with Mr. What's his name? I can't think. Mr. Peters. Yeah, Mr. Peters. Yeah. Waleem. Yeah, we're recording with Waleem now. We did a couple of songs together, records that we're releasing, and we're getting ready to do some more stuff that's coming up, man. It's going to be real hot, some disco stuff, house music. We're getting ready to release. But the wedding song was I haven't recorded that yet. I had it on. I did it with this guy who I was in the band with. And now we're trying to put it out on an international scale, you know.
Very nice. He's they're doing some great things. I'm so.
Oh yeah, they're doing some great things. He's got some great ideas and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to collaboration, you know, with him and I, which we already did anyway. So on a bigger level and a higher level.
That's it. Hey, someone wants to say hi to you, you know.
Who's that?
Margarita.
Hey, Margarita. Hey, I can't say enough about Margarita. Before the the mayor there, she got me to sing for the mayor before he was mayor. Yeah. Margarita hooked me up big time, and that was definitely a blessing. You know, everything you do is a blessing, especially when she hooked me up with Mayor Mitchell. And to this day, we remain friends, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, remain friends. So that's a great thing. Thank you, Margarita. I can't thank you enough. What a blessing.
That's it. That's an honor, you know.
It's an honor. And she's
like that. And
she's good people, man. Very good people.
Yes. Every day, I'm blessed that I have her in my life, you know, and the things that we're involved in, especially with the radio station. We're just doing some great things, and
that's good, man. I see it's going along very good. The radio station, man, you're growing. Seems like it's growing. It's creative, man. Innovative. You know, I mean, wow. I'm just overwhelmed by the success of the station.
Yeah, see, her and Brian are just doing so many things.
Oh yeah, Brian Maggie, he's another guy whose personality is outgoing, man. He's a very nice guy, very quiet. Yeah, but he's, you know, I know him and his wife very well, man. Really nice guy. And Ronnie, his brother Ronnie, and we should do a lot of shows together.
Yeah. Unsung hero there, you know.
There's no doubt.
He does no doubt things, and so I appreciate both of them. You know,
great people, man.
So now, you know, I did something a while back, you know, and we had talking about, you know, Star is Born, and I put a wig on, and I did all kinds of craziness, and but it, you know what? It's can you talk to me about your childhood and just about, you know, when you thought you were gonna do this? Who was the one that
inspired me?
You know, who? Let's go back to the Chops Turner that had
The Pro Kids of Converse. Oh man, the Pro Kids of Converse. Oh, don't talk about that, Charlie. Man, you know, coming up, man, I don't know, man. Jackson 5, you know, as we all was Jackson 5 era, 60, you know, and 65. I was born in 60, and Jackson 5 were my favorite. And you know, in the household, my grandma lived with my grandmother most of the time. So I heard it all, man. I heard from The Loneliest Monk to B.B. King to Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley. So I heard a wide range of music. So that's why I do a wide range of music today. James Brown was a great inspiration, like Michael. Well, he was to Michael Jackson, man. I do James Brown, but I don't do it much because, you know, I don't really show that side of myself a lot because, you know, I want to be a crooner, man. I'm, you know, like the Sinatras and the Bennetts and the Mel Torme, the Luther Vandross, that kind of thing. You know, that's my niche, man. Yeah, and I try not to set any limitations on myself as far as a singer, because now you got to be more versatile than ever. Yeah, I mean, you know, you talked about, you know, creating a wedding song for your wedding, and yes, and, you know, there's many opportunities for a voice like yours to do many things, and right. I mean, you said you don't do James Brown, but you could, you know, yes. and that's the way you're supposed to go about it. Right. You know, someone brings something to you and say, "Hey, Chops, you know, I need you to sing. Right. You know, I need to see you sing Frank Sinatra. Can you touch it up with a little Howard Hewitt? You know, that's the range you have. Right. You know, you can go from the elder singers to those people that you remember listening to the people that are your age, and basically just go ahead and sing it, you know. The song "Hurry Back" that you sung, I've been trying to put that. I said, look, all right, I can't find the lyrics, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna listen to every single word. I'm just gonna write it down. Oh man. And the thing is that it's on my playlist, you know. I'm listening to it every few days, you know. And thank you. I just I like what you do, and you know, let's kind of get into something that's kind of homegrown like you, and that's the Tavares brothers, right? Oh yeah. So, at what opportunity or what memorable experience you had with them, whether singing or hanging out? What was that one memory with those guys? And then you probably have hundreds of them. You probably have hundreds of them. Oh man, I mean, I saw them, like I said, open for the Jackson 5 many years ago at the Providence Civic Center, man, when it was called Providence Civic Center. And I went there, man, and man, they were unbelievable. That inspired me. I think that was in 1978 or 80s or whatever that was. And man, when I saw them open for the Jackson 5, man, they were phenomenal. And I said, man, and they're from New England, man, you know, and they talk about New Bedford, Rhode Island, and different Boston. And man, that just blew my mind, you know. And so I said, I want to be like these guys, man. And Tiny used to always be on stage, and he would wave his hands to me when he saw me out there, you know, and that meant a lot to me, you know. That inspired me to want to be a entertainer, man, a singer. I was young. I didn't have any guidance at the time, so I was just fumbling through the music business, you know, the music business. And guess who that's from? Jackie Santos. Jackie Santos, you know. That inspired me as an artist, man, and I wanted to be an artist. And then I hung around. There was some guys back in Rhode Island, like the Hots of Stones, who inspired me. Used to tell me, how to be a professional on stage as well as off stage. Lots of lots of papa, lots of papa.
Yeah. Well, you're muted. I can't hear you, Chops. Your microphone. I can't hear you because your microphone. You might have muted it off. There it is. I can hear you. Let me see. Just bear with me right now. Just checking something out. This is the legendary Chops Turner. Somebody I just admire and couldn't wait to get him on here again. He's done so many amazing things in the area. Many people don't realize how many things he does just through the kindness of his heart, you know, and you know, playing at different events. He talked about, you know, playing for Mayor John Mitchell, and you know, that's an honor. I mean, it's just think about it, you know. And, you know, singing in front of officials, you know, that just, you know, they're part of our city, our pride and everything, and then they ask you, and you look around and there's hundreds and hundreds of musicians, especially in this city, and they pick you. So that's an honor in itself. And Chops is just one of those guys that you know, you hear his laugh, no matter what, you know who it is. You know, if he laughs anywhere, you're gonna know who it is. You hear that voice, you know. He's just that type of guy, you know. So we're gonna try to get him back here on here. Sometimes that happens with technology. You may touch one button and things happen. So all right, let me see if I can I want to play one of his songs. Right here he is right here. Let's see. There you are.
I'm back, and Jackie done messed me up, man.
Jackie,
oh man, I'm sorry about that, Charlie.
He got you touching buttons, man.
Yeah, all these buttons, man. I'm a singer, man. I don't know why my hands are. I don't know. So, sorry about that, brother Charlie.
It's all right. So I was just talking
about Tavares.
Yep. And
like I said, they inspired me, man, and to this day, they inspire me, man. I look at them and I look up to them, and I see where they've been. That's somewhere I want to go, you know. But I don't want to sell my soul to gain the world. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I always wanted to put out a hit record, which I think we do have. Like I said, Champion, like you said, this we haven't gotten that part of the segment yet, but like you said, we always thought that Hurry Back was a great song or R&B song. Matter of fact, one of the guys I work with, Sonny Fernandez, you know him, he was, they wanted Keith Sweat to do that. And I was singing that in New York, man. The guy said, man, at that time, R. Kelly was hot, and Keith Sweat. He said, man, you can go out there and kill him with that song, man. Yeah. It was a guy in New York named Showbiz. He was really trying to get that song out there at that time. But we were so busy performing on stage, it was tough to promote and sing on stage too. It was because we didn't have a team of people, you know what I mean? We're just Mr. Green and I at the time, you know, just him and I doing all the footwork and all the business as well.
Wow, that's and I mean, I'm glad that you are sticking with it, and you should stick with it. When you talk about a hit song, I know it's there. know you have it. And like you said, you mentioned about Hurry Back. I mean, I love that song dearly, you know. It's just that first time I heard it, I was like, boom, oh man. And I caught it by accident because I was looking for other songs like
man.
I was looking for the hip hop song you had.
Man, people don't realize that the song list that we have, though, the song list that we have, man, we have a great repertoire of songs, our original compositions, you know. And
go ahead, Chops. Go ahead.
No, and I just think, I mean, it's just a matter of putting them out there. I'm trying to create videos now to go with some of the songs I put out at that time, like Show Me How You Feel and Hurry Back, and create videos for that and for them songs. Even Maurice Starr, he said, man, we wanted to redo them. He said, nah, man, put them out like they are. He thought they were great. He said, I can't do nothing with that. I mean, that's like sort of like he says, it's like a masterpiece, man. You go out there and put it out there like that. And we thought, coming from somebody like him, who's one of the biggest producers in the world, produced two of the biggest groups in the world, like New Kids on the Block and New Edition, we thought it was a phenomenal comment.
Yeah, you take that and man, just like he said, take his advice and stick with it. You know.
Oh yeah, take his advice, man, and try to make it happen. You know, and that's what I've been doing all these years. You know, trying to set myself up in the elite kind of thing. You know, I didn't want to be in R&B. I don't want to be this R&B. To me, I think that's a very limited term. What I mean by that is saying, most people say to me, and I find this very how can I say it? I find this very how can I say it? I'm trying to find the right word.
Oh, you don't want to be put in a black box, right?
I don't want to be put in just one category.
Yeah.
And when you say R&B, it seems like you're saying black music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jackie Wilson, if you study Sam Cooke, Jackie Wilson, those guys were trying to bring their music to a higher level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't want to be equated to just black music. Music is music, man. You know, music transcends all generations and colors.
And that was the reason why they called it rhythm and blues, so they can kind of separate, or I don't want to separate, but identify black music, right? And so that's when it came up to rhythm and blues, which was created by a white man, believe it or not. And so there was can't remember. I did a little segment. I mean, a podcast about 2 years ago, and talking about the beach music down south in South Carolina. A lot of the black artists, you know, were created this, and then all of a sudden now things became rhythm and blues, and the country just ran with it, and that was it. But before rhythm and blues, there was already that piece that was already being created down south by the black artists, musicians, vocalists. You know, they were doing their thing. I want to all right, just let's picture Chops Turner, right? Kind of one of them winter, maybe beginning winter, and you got a 55-gallon drum. Got some fire coming out of it, you know, and it's you and maybe a few of your boys or girls, and then they're all hanging out. What song would you sing? Man, I don't know, man.
There's so many things people ask me randomly to sing, man. There's a lot of songs, man. You know, this old wise man told me, he said, you know what, Chop, stay ready, you won't have to get ready. So I try to stay ready at all times, because I never know what people are going to throw at me. Sometimes I don't know what song to sing, or I stop and say, hey man, with the boys hanging out, man, do some Luther Vandross. Matter of fact, I was playing last week. There's some lady said, oh, do some Luther. So I started singing a little bit of Luther, never too much. And some of the favorites that he, Superstar, that Luther remade by the Carpenters. And I did that. And, so, I mean, I enjoy sometimes being put on the spot. Because I started singing a cappella, because in high school, singing in glee clubs, and we used to sing. Remember, we go to school. These kids don't do it today. We sing the Pledge of Allegiance and all that. Remember, we sing that, my country, all that stuff. That I took that serious. That was like a practicing thing for me, Yeah, I would set my voice up for that time, back then, and the national anthem and all that. So I take those patriotic songs very seriously, man. And I worked on them for many years, man, and I still do. As a singer, you're always evolving and cultivating, developing yourself as an artist, man. So I'm constantly developing myself. And one thing I thank God for, because my voice is not set in one type of way. You know what I'm saying? Most people, you say, man, that's Barry White. But I made my range is still increasing. There's some things I still haven't done that I want to do, that I can do, that I'm going to do, and pretty soon,
You stay around and keep. You stay with the Groovalados, right? Because their energy is don't you see when you're with them, their energy and what they're talking about kind of it rubs off on you. And I'm pretty sure you're doing the same thing. They're like, oh my God. And they're like, you guys create just on each other's energy. And so
when I'm in the studio with Waleem, I haven't been in the new studio, but the other one down in the Cape, down in Buzzards Bay, we were creating. We created a Christmas song. We created the song. What's it called? It was like Mel Waiter's song, and then we did my song, the wedding song, which that's the song should be coming out pretty soon, hopefully by April. A wedding song. We finally went in and did that song, so it's already done. We're just gonna remix it again. I'll probably have to sing it over again. He wants me to do it over again, so we'll do it again and put it out there so that people can hear it, see what they think.
Nice. Very nice.
See what they think.
I think they're doing something at Gallery X every 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, I see them doing stuff. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try to sponsor them in coming months. I told them just lock me down, and I'll definitely do whatever I have to for them, because it's important, and that goes for you too. You need anything from me, I'm gonna do whatever I can, whether I'm.
Oh man, you've been doing it, Charlie. You always been doing that.
And that's what we're supposed to do for each other, right?
I agree. Well, you're right, Charlie. I think you're right. We're supposed to reach out to each other. Unfortunately, the business is really tough, because when you become great at what you do and your skills, a lot of people don't see it like that. You get a lot of what they call haters out there, but you fly above the haters, and everybody's born with a gift. It's what you do with the gift that makes you great. You know what I mean? Don't get mad at me because I'm doing what God has given me the gift to do. He also gave it to you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly. And you have the ability. Everybody can't be a singer. You're meant to be a doctor. You might be meant to be a lawyer. You might be meant to be a police officer or whatever. Your career may be. But my job is to sing, man. I mean, it's not a job for me. It's a career.
Yeah. And
most people don't see it that way because they don't understand the music business. It's a business. I didn't understand that either, but I've learned from Mr. Green when I was with him. And it's a business.
And when you mention about the business, right? There's so many things that are going on in this city. And when you kind of think about the music business,
right,
we have so much capabilities of, of being this institution, of being this area, you know, to bring all this stuff together. And sometimes we hit so many snags, and by the fault of our own selves, you know. But you know, I want to. I'm always into different things like Unsung. I'm always on those episodes. I want to hear what's going on, especially the people that I learned to listen to or admired listening to over the years. Right. And the music business has really cut some throats, you know, and and actually changed some picture, like some church going people all their lives. They were born and raised to be, you know, to be of good faith, and then all of a sudden the music business kind of turns them into a spiraling banshee, and they're going all the directions, and you're saying, man, what happened to my boy, my girl, whoever it may be?
Oh yeah, it's true.
But I'm glad you're living your life, and part of living your life and doing this career thing.
Yes.
I don't take it lightly, especially when you were doing your show on Sundays, you know, Chops Turner show, and you're
Oh yeah, I'm getting back to that pretty soon.
Yeah, because it's, you know, and I want to tell everybody out there is that when he's doing this, you know, please send that donation. He's got his was it Cash App, you know, he's got it out there. Send it.
That's right. Send that $1 million.
Yeah, send it to him. You know, he deserves it.
Send $1 million, Charlie. That's right, Charlie.
Yeah. And I heard this saying from this guy. He says, send those 2 commas in there. Send them $1 million.
That's right. Send $1 million. Don't be afraid. That's right.
Send Chops those 2 commas.
That's right. That's right, Charlie. They don't realize the work that goes into it. The you know the is hard work, man, and you know. 90% of 99% of it is physical, man. Staying in shape. Chop Turner has to stay in shape, physically, mentally, morally. You know, because you know all of that plays a factor on how you're going to perform night and day. Yeah. You know, I play every Saturday. Been 6 years. We're getting ready to do a big performance at Berkeley with Jackie Santos and Colleen Monster. That's going to be a big one. March 14th, 2020, which is 2024, coming up, Charlie. I hope you. I would like to see you out there, man, at Berkeley Performing Arts. It's going to be a big show with background singers and orchestra. So we look forward. These are the things that I always, the vision I had. I want to be in that, like I said, that elite type of atmosphere. I mean, you know, with the greats, man, like the Bennetts and the Nat King Cole. Those to me are the great singers, man. Those guys can sing the phone book. They call it the phone book back in the day, you know. And Aretha Franklin was a singer like that. She could sing anything. Ave Maria. You know who's like that too? Candida.
Yeah.
You know, Candy. Yep. She does the same thing. And she works hard. She's out there. She continues to persevere. She's resilient. And that's what gets you, what you say top. Top means being at the top of your game, man. Being at the top of your craft. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to be, at the top of my craft. A lady who used to work at the bank downtown, her name was Susan. I forgot her last name. And she used to always see me go down and cash checks. She said, "What do you do?" I said, "I'm a professional entertainer." So at the time, the Elks were open at that time. She said, I said, I'm a singer. She said, I said, well, you got to come see me sometime. So she came and saw me one time, and she came up to me after the performance. She said, I got a name for you. I said, what's that? She said, you know what you are? I said, what's that, Susan? She said, a world-class singer and entertainer. I said, you know what? That's what I was looking for.
Yes.
I said, that will take me out of that stigma. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That stereotype of R&B and just a black singer or a singer that sings, that kind of music. Or most people come up to me, what are you gonna sing tonight? Motown? How you know I ain't gonna sing Beethoven or Bach?
Yeah, it's so true.
You know what I mean? Or the guy comes to me, you gonna rap tonight? I said, man, I don't rap. And so those are the things I think they asked Bobby Womack, what kind of music do you do? He said there's only two kinds, good and bad.
Yep.
That's it.
True.
Good and bad, man. People, I love singing country. I love singing blues. I love singing classical. As Ray Charles said, the storytelling behind it,
Mm-hmm.
there's a story behind it. Remember Ray Charles? They tried to get Ray Charles out. Why do you want to sing country?
They didn't want Ray Charles to take some money from them.
That's right. That's it. There it is. There it is, Charlie. They didn't want you to take the MONEY. Because those are big markets, Those are big markets, man. And that's what I'm heading to, Charlie. My road is to hit those songs. Every Saturday, I'm at Tomatoes. And I'm 63 years old. In my whole career, I never met a club owner like this guy, Mark Petrella.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he loves me to sing my way. He loves me to sing the Tony Bennett's and the Mel Tormes and the Tom Joneses. There's no. He has no bias when it comes to that. He's not biased. You know what I'm saying?
So
he loves that, man. He's the owner. And he comes to me every night. At the end of the night, he would say, Chops, do my national anthem. I did it my way. I was like, okay. And I go into my way, man. And the people, man, they love it.
I like Henry Connick Jr.
Henry Connick Jr., man. I mean, what's the other guy's name?
From the oops. That's me.
Henry Connick Jr. What's the other guy's name? He does a lot of that stuff. Oh man, I can't think of his name.
I can't.
I can't think of his name. What's his name? The other guy's name. Oh God, I can't think now, Charlie. I get on a podcast. I can't think of it.
It will come to us.
We'll get back to it. Yeah.
My cousin Greg, who said that he knows you, and Greg from Louisiana. Remember years, maybe about he was on the radio station, and but I'll have to talk to him. You guys met at the Melody tent there. I can't remember the group.
Oh man! Oh yeah, many years. Oh yeah. Oh, Melody tent. But you're going back there, Charlie.
Yeah. The thing about it, I would love to see you like in his yard. Now he's a pit master. He's got big grills. I mean, the size of a old Volkswagen is about that big. His grill. It's so huge. So he has that. He has his guitar. He sings.
Right.
Everything. So the craziest thing is, all right, this dude he can cook. He can sing. He can play music.
Wow.
He's good with yard work. I said, no wonder your wife married you,
Hey, I ain't good with that. Nicole says, you ain't good with that, right? I got to hide cats.
Yeah. Get one of the kids out there.
Yeah, get one of the kids out there. Oh, Lord have mercy.
but I love it.
Me too, Charlie.
We're gonna try this new segment, right? We're gonna start off with you because one of the DJs on WNB One Radio did this, right? And it's called Here We Go. Mm-hmm. Now you may recognize where it's coming from, being an avid football fan, but you know what?
Oh, hey, Charlie!
This is something Eddie did, and so we're gonna call it every week that I'm on the podcast. It's called Here We Go. So let me play the music for you. Right.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah! Here we go. I like that. That was I like that. Ain't that what's his name? For the Eagles?
No, from Cowboys.
Cowboys, you have to say that's right.
Dak Prescott.
Prescott, right. Here we go. It's a killing when he say that. Here we go.
But it's gonna stick. I think it's gonna be with the Cowboys from years to come. You know.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So.
Remember, Peyton Manning had a saying too. Peyton Manning, remember?
Omaha,
yeah. Charlie, man, you got a good memory, Charlie.
Omaha.
Look at that.
So this is good. So Eddie did that. Eddie Hunter did that. You know, Eddie.
Oh, my man, Eddie. Oh, yeah. Man, my man, Eddie.
So he's part of the radio station.
Oh man, you got a good guy,
Saturday,
man.
Yep.
He's like his father, man. His father's good people too, man.
Oh, his father.
Oh yeah, he's a gentleman, man. Eddie's always been a gentleman, man. Always a beautiful person, man. Never forget him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
beautiful person.
I'm gonna touch that up, but this is gonna be part of the Here We Go segment. All right. So Chops, here we go. If you had to sing one song, right? And let's kind of pick a nice venue for you. All right, we're gonna go with it's a Patriot home game against the 49ers. Right? What song are you singing at halftime? Right? What are you singing at halftime?
When you say Charlie, say it again.
What are you gonna sing at halftime?
Oh man, that's a good question. That one. Mm-hmm. Hey, I know what I would sing. Champion.
Yes. Hey, you know what? That's picture perfect for both those teams, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, and that would be nice. You know.
Yeah, champion.
Yeah, I just I love it. And I ain't gonna talk football this week with you because I want your team to go and play. I don't. When it comes pre-game between a big game, I would I didn't want to talk about it. I was just
want to jinx
the game. Yeah, just let the game come and then that's it. You know.
All right, I hear you, Charlie.
But well wishes to the NFL because you know, I just it's something that I wait for every single season, every year. You know, I don't miss a football game. I just love it. You know. So.
Me too, man. Charlie, I love it myself, man. I mean, I'm an ex-football player, and I still in back of my mind. You know, when we were kids, you know, our mothers put us out in the street, and that's all we did, man. I was outside. These kids are different than this generation, different than when we grew up. You know, we're outside playing all the time. You know, so football, basketball, hockey, you know, street hockey. Yeah. We were always doing something like that, positive. We didn't have all this technology at the time, you know. Mm-hmm. So that kept us kept me out of the streets, man. I got into sports, you know, and football was my main thing. And
football, you know what? You know, not too many people know this, but y'all national champion. You know?
Oh yes, 2-time national champion.
They don't. You know what?
Thank you, Charlie.
And you know how that's for one thing, to be a national champion.
Yes, sir.
Coming from the Northeast,
that's right.
You know how that's a level beyond anything, because
that's right.
The Northeast, we play every sport, but when it comes to the different particular sports,
that's right.
From down south to out west, when it comes to playing those different sports,
that's right, Charlie.
And you were able to become a national champion twice.
It's a great honor, man, to be national champ, man. I mean, play with some great players. Matter of fact, played against some great players too, some Patriots guys and some other cats too as well. It was an honor playing, man. I miss it so much, man. I don't know how you feel, Charlie. My wife probably would tell you, I'm always on the field when I'm off the field. What I mean by that is, man, it's always like I'm on the field all the time, because that's what I did as a kid. That's all we did, so it's embedded in you, man, as a child, man. I mean, I still got that in my back of my brain, man. That I'm out there, man, even when I'm not. It's just something, because that's all we did, Charlie. That's all I know. That's all I mean, I knew back then, man. We're out out there in the fields, and you're playing, all the time, man. I was on the field. I played for 30 years, and they had to almost throw me off the field. Hey, man, it's time to go, man. You've been out here too long. But that's your love for what you do, man. And
so true.
It's your love for what you do, man. But it's a blessing, man. I appreciate you, and I want to say this too, man. I want to give the flowers to people who helped me along the way here in the city of New Bedford, like your boy there, Mike Casaccio, the sheriff. There's so many, Lorraine Tutello, Colleen Caldwell. They were very instrumental in helping me to grow my fan base here in the South Coast. And yourself and your mom and your brother KP, and the people here in the city of New Bedford, man. What a city! What good people! Everybody got to have a base. This is the base for me, and I go in and out of the city here to New York, to I can go to LA and those things, but this is the base for me here in New B, man. And people embrace great music here. I started the Bomb Shelter. I started at the what's that place there? Mr. Lowe's place over there. It used to be right across the street. Main Event.
Oh yes.
Man, that was my man. Is he still living? What's his name?
It was
Mr. Lopes. What's the guy's name? He had the glasses. I can't think of. Man, he was one of the nicest guys.
Was it?
One of the nicest guys, man. Oh my God, if he's still alive, man. What a great guy, man. Treated me like I was a star, man. And I was up and coming. Never wavering, always supportive, like yourself, Charlie, and your mom and your family. I give you big ups, man. Thank you for being such a supportive cast in my growth here in the city, New Bedford, in the South Coast. And it's still growing. I'm still growing.
Yeah.
Still growing.
You're easy to love, man. And that's coming from a grown man. You're a man to man. You're an easy man to love and support. You mentioned all those good names that were there for you, because we could see that from you from day one. I mean, it's so you keep on doing what you're doing. I'm going to continue to support you.
Oh man, you always support me, Charlie, all the time.
I'm already going to make plans about March 14th. So
yeah, we got to get you, man. Matter of fact, I'll be in touch with you because we're getting ready to rehearse at Berkeley pretty soon. We're starting to rehearse with Jackie and Colleen, and it's going to be a epic performance. I look forward to it. This is probably one of my biggest, I could say biggest shows in my career, because Jackie said he's going to have the president there, the vice president, the faculty, and all of them are going to be there. So this is going to be a big shot for us to expand our fan base, and probably launch us into another arena for myself and Colleen and Jackie as well, and his family as well. So this is going to be something to see. It's going to be something to see for myself too. Yeah. That I'm not nervous. It's like a big shot for me. I applied for Berkeley some time ago, and I didn't get accepted. As a performer, to perform in front of these people. God works in mysterious ways,
Yeah.
It's wonders to behold. So I'm going back now to perform in front of the president and the vice president. So it really gives me it inspires me to go out there and you never know who you're inspiring. I got people calling me, young people, man, tell me how much I inspired them. And I never thought about that, because you're always working all the time trying to improve yourself, and you're inspiring people. I get emails, I get people that touch me on Facebook. Man, I want to thank you, man, Brother Chops, man. You inspired me. I never really looked at it like that.
Yeah.
That the people that, as you're rising up, people are watching you and inspired by what you're doing. And the main thing is having the stability and to maintain what you do. It's easy to fall. You know what I mean? It's easy to fall, man. But how can Chops Turner maintain as God gets him in a position to go up? It's to be humble, to be thankful, to be grateful, treat people like you want to be treated. I'm not perfect by no means. Every man, show me a man that hasn't, what's the word? Show me a man that hasn't, how I go, Charlie? Oh my God. It hasn't failed. I say a man that hasn't done anything,
Yeah. Yep.
And and so those things to me mean a lot, man. I've seen people come, I've seen them go in this business. I'm just blessed to be able to be here to continue to do what I love to do, and I can inspire people to do what they love to do.
Yeah,
that's a blessing.
I'm gonna put this on Spotify as soon as we're done. I'll get it downloaded, put it on Spotify.
No problem, Charlie.
And definitely I'll grab all the links associated with you, put it in the description. And
thank you.
And but I wanna have some more shows with you as things are going on, as your March 14th date is coming up.
Oh yes.
Please send anything that you can to me so
I will
blast it here on the radio station and on the podcast.
I will send you once we get the flyers and stuff and the posters, I will send it to you. And Jackie was talking about putting out a media blitz soon. Maybe, I don't know if he's coming on your show or not, but
he should definitely contact one of us here at the station.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him that when I get off line, I'm gonna call Jackie up afterwards, and we're gonna discuss that.
Brian's got mags in the morning. I got.
I see him in the morning. I see him early in the morning. Yeah,
best thing about Brian's show is that it's every morning, so it's like,
Yeah, he's consistent with it. I love that, man. I love it.
Yep.
I love that. You guys are doing well, man. I wish you guys the best, and I pray that your success continues, man. You know,
right back at you.
Yeah.
I got one question I gotta ask you before we leave, and it might put you on the hot seat, but who would you like to see on the Really Charlie podcast? Who would
you mean a performer?
Yep, as a guest.
Oh man, I'd like to see who would I like to see on there, man? I'd like to see my man Jackie on there.
Jackie,
Jackie said that. And my girl Colleen Master, the girl I sing with. She's never been on the show, has she?
At Tomato Chef.
Yeah. Man, she's a superb singer.
I'm gonna reach out to her because
reach out to Colleen, man. It would be she'd be a great guest, and Jackie.
My February is wide open. You know, I got one of the guests next week, and so I'm gonna end up booking February as soon as this weekend.
Okay.
Lee Rocha, one of the local cooks, you know, he's in Connecticut now, but he's gonna come on, and but I'm gonna reach out to those two people and have them lock down a date from now until whenever.
That'd be great, man. I think that'd be great, man, to have him on the show. Plus, he you know, as you know, he's an icon.
I taught Jackie everything he knows.
I know, yeah. He's an icon. Oh man, you know, I got to know him really, really well, and he's a very exceptional person, man, and he understands. I mean, he's been around the world with some of all the stars that we look at today, like Peabo Bryson, all those guys. He tells me all of it. And he comes to see me almost every other Saturday, and he analyzes us. And man, what a great person to have in your corner who's committed and believe in you, man. You know, Charlie, lastly, you know, I do all this myself, man. All the stuff you see, all the Klingons have faded away. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But me, I do it myself, man. It's all me, you know, and by the grace of God. But I say what James Cleveland said, I'm no ways tired. I'm just beginning. You know, I'm just beginning, man. I'm just beginning, Charlie. And it's very, I gotta say, inspirational, man. Mm-hmm. But thank you for having me, and I appreciate this time you have given me, man. And thank you again. And Margarita, thank you, Margarita, my buddy Margarita. She's good people, man, and she's good people. And I thank her for introducing me to the mayor, you know, many years ago. And I had sang and for him way back before he became mayor, Mr. Mitchell.
She does so many things like that for a lot of people, and
oh yeah, man, you can't never forget those things, man. No matter how high you go up, you never forget. One lady told me here one day I was at the bomb shelter. She said, you know, Chops, she said, never look down on a person, because tomorrow you may be looking up at that person, and that's true.
Yeah,
very true. Lady told me that. And she was a very nice lady. I never forget that saying she tells me. And I use that everywhere I go, no matter where I go. You know, but I'm thankful, Charlie. Thank you so much. What a blessing to be thanks for having me. Thank you. And I look forward to the future. And I hope you able to come to the Berkeley Performance Center March 14th.
Yes, I want to be there, and I'm gonna mark it on this calendar. Definitely want to be there. Front and center, so I could see you, hear you. Well, I could be in the back row.
Everybody, everybody said, what we're gonna do is listen to Chop. That's Chop with that laugh, man. You get that laugh. Well, give my regards to your family and your mom and KP. That's my man.
Sure will.
You know, give my love, but thank you for having me, and what a blessing, man. Thank you.
All right, man.
God bless, Charlie. You too.
Thank you. Give me a holler.
All right, Charlie. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. All right.
Yep.
Chops Turner, my man. Definitely one of my favorites, and but he's also a good friend. Can't even, there's not enough words to describe some of the things that he's done over the years. Outside of his amazing voice, and he's been blessed. He's been blessed with something that many people wish they had. And as you all are out there and you see him singing, let him know. Let him know. He's got a kind heart, and he ain't trying to hurt nobody. But he will sing to everybody. I love it. I got something here that I just want to, before I end with my intro song, I just want to play this. This is his rendition of Distant Lover by Marvin Gaye, and it's an amazing song. You can see it on YouTube. But this is something that one of my favorite songs from him. So I'm gonna let it play for a few seconds, and then I'll go right into my ending song, the Really Charlie podcast song by Lionel Peter Walker. Thank you all for being here and joining us on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on the Facebook pages, the Really Charlie podcast page. Please join me. And if you want to be on the podcast, let me know. Send me an email or a direct message here on Facebook. I appreciate you all, and take care. God bless.
Distant lover, 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 lover. Ooh, so many miles away. Heaven knows that I
Charlie podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Bumping through your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Bumping through your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass.